All right, welcome back, everybody. So, what we're going to be doing today is our three-part series for the 2026 Handyman Pricing Guide. And what we're going to be looking at in part one of this three-part series is going to be how to calculate our overhead, our break even, which in turn helps us calculate what our internal hourly billable rate must be. This is how much money we need to be billing for per hour on the job in order to meet our goals. I've built a tool over here that I'm going to take y'all into that's going to help us figure that out. And then part two is going to be building out our actual rate book. And then part three is going to be an overall pricing guide. I do these pricing guides every year. You can go back and look for my 2025 and my 2024 Handyman Business Pricing Guide. Today, we're doing the first of three parts of the 2026 Handyman Business Pricing Guide. So you're going to go to bulletproofhandyman.com, which is where I'm at over here already, and click on free digital tools. And then once you click on free digital tools, you're going to come in here and click on the hourly rate overhead calculator and go ahead and launch that tool. Now, the reason you have to be logged in for this is this information is going to persist over time. The idea isn't that you come into here one time, fill out a bunch of stuff, get a number, and you're done. The idea is that as you build and grow your business and as you build and grow your business plan, you're going to come back into here and you're going to update all these numbers on a routine basis so that you always have a solid grasp on what your business's actual numbers are. So what you're going to have to do first is come down here and register for free if it's your first time in the software. So let's do our name. Go ahead and pick your city. Now notice it's going to help you auto-populate this. Please do use these. I'm going to get a lot of data that's going to help me run this entire Bulletproof Handyman project if I know what cities all of my subscribers and users of the software are in. That's a fake number. Don't use that number. It's not real. Create account. All right, now we're in. Let's click on free digital tools again. Let's click on launch tool again. And now, welcome to the calculator. Step one, answer questions. Step two, see your rate. And step three, price profitably. Get started. It's going to ask us for our name again. Our business name, I'm just going to say, for this example, Raise Handyman Service. Type of business, just go ahead and select which one you are. I'm going to say general handyman right there. Complete setup. And now we're inside the calculator. So this is where the fun part starts. Once you're inside the calculator, you've got two basic options. Number one is you can click on any of these cards and start filling out these cards. But that's not how I built this to work. What I actually built this for is for you to be able to come up here and click start here. And it's going to take you into a bunch of questions that you can then answer. So the first question is going to be hours on the job. And the idea here with hours on the job is going to be for you to understand that the number of hours you spend on the job is not the total number of hours that you're going to be working for your business. For every hour on the job, it's going to require most likely at least 1 hour off the job of driving, shopping, doing administrative work, talking to your clients, cleaning out your van and your truck, all the things that don't occur on the job with tools and materials already in hand, busting out work. So you got to decide how many hours per week am I willing to spend on the job, knowing that I'm going to be working a total of double those number of hours when you combine all the hours that I put into the business. I suggest something in the ballpark of 30 hours a week on the job, which is going to put you at 60 hours a week for the business, unless you want to do like I did and work like 90 hours a week total. But go ahead and put 30 there. And guys, I put a notes section in all of these. Now, what you're going to find out in a little while is at the end, you're going to be able to print a PDF of this, and it's going to save everything. So I do suggest that you fill in the notes with the reasoning for your answer for all of these. That way you can go back and, for example, if you print this out and take it to your accountant and you're sitting down with your accountant and they say, how did you come up with this number for profit? You can look at your notes and say, that's how I came up with that number. And it's going to help you go back and adjust those over time too. So you got your hours per week. Next, you're going to put in the desired annual salary. And these are the only two that are different. The rest of these are just going to be basically a budget. So I'm going to say $100,000 a year. You want 6 figures your first year. That's the goal. Put in the notes if you need to. Click next. Now you're going to go into your actual budget. And what it's going to do is it's going to take you line item by line item for every single overhead expense that your business has. And I want you to keep in mind, your salary is an overhead expense for your business, just like the salary of any employee in your business is also an overhead expense. So it's going to be already including that. So now you're going to fill out, for example, if your monthly insurance is, let's say, $150 a month, go ahead and put that in there. Under notes, you can say, this is an estimate, or under notes, you can say, I've already gotten the quotes and this is the quote that I chose. Or you can say, my insurance just went up this year, but you can always have that most recent, most modern note. Click next. And now I'm not going to take you through all of these. You can see how this works now. It's going to take you question by question all the way through to the end. What I will do is I'm going to skip way down to the very end here. For example, profit. Now we're going to do something different. Everything above here, you were putting in a monthly amount. You're putting in an actual budget or an actual expense number that you know for sure is correct either way, and you're adding up a total per month. What you're going to do once you get to number 38 for profit is now you're going to be picking percentages. So it's going to total everything from above, and then we're going to be adding expenses based on percentage. For example, profit. Everything above was expenses. It's what you must make and what you must pay. Now, profit is optional. Profit is, I want to make, let's say, 8% profit per year. I want to pay myself, pay all my bills, and when it's all said and done, I want the business to have 8% of that total revenue left over. So you can put 8 here. Again, put your note if you want to put the note. Click next. Same thing with PTO. You're not going to be able to work all of those days and all of those hours every year. So you need to charge a little bit extra. And what I want you to think of this as is, let's say you put 10% in here. Imagine that because you put 10% in here, it's now going to raise all of your prices 10%. And you're going to take that extra 10% that you charged and you're going to put it in a separate bank account. That way, if you have a good reason to miss work, 1 out of 10 days, you're getting married, you're going on vacation, you're sick, you have to take care of an emergency for somebody, 1 out of every 10 days that you would have worked that year, so 10%, you're going to have to miss for some reason or another. And since you don't have an employer who's giving you sick time or PTO, you need to give it to yourself so you can pull it from that account that you stuck that extra 10% in. Now, you don't have to actually put it in a separate account. I just want you to visualize it that way so you understand why we're setting a percentage for what we want for PTO. You could do 10%, 15%, whatever number you want. Click next. And you're just going to keep doing that. Refunds and warranty work. Do you imagine 1%, 2%, 5%? How much of your work are you going to have to go back and fix for free? Because we still want to meet that goal of being able to pay ourselves, having the profit we want, and getting all of our overhead paid. So you can just keep clicking next, or you can go ahead and do the save and exit if you're happy with where you're at. And as you can see, without me filling in commercial auto, workers' comp, bonding, disability, life insurance, health insurance, all of these other ones, accountant, website and email, commercial property utilities, new equipment investments. You fill all of these out, and as you fill them out, this number right here is going to continuously update for you. Now, remember, we said how many hours per week we were willing to work on the job. So those numbers of hours per week on the job with the income that we said we wanted to make, plus the profit we want, plus all of these expenses, means that for every hour we spend on the job, we must be charging exactly this much in order to meet all of our goals. Now, I do want to be clear, this should be viewed as simply a minimum. And again, this number is 7818. This is too low. This number is not complete. All of this still needs to be filled in with all of those expenses, which is going to continuously raise this number. But when you're all said and done, whatever number you see here, that's not just the number you charge. Electrical work is worth more than moving boxes in and out of a shed. So you're not going to charge the same amount per hour for every task you do. This is just simply the minimum that you really don't want to ever see yourself falling underneath if you want to achieve your goals of working the number of hours a week that you said and making the amount of money you want to make and making the amount of profit you want to make while paying all of your overhead bills. So once you get all this filled out, and there's really nothing more to it, you just get all of these filled out, it updates your number up here. Once you get all of that filled out, there's 2 more steps that you can now do. The first step is going to be this export PDF button right here. So click export PDF, and as you can see, it's got a download PDF button. It's going to go ahead and download that. You're going to open it up, and this is what you're going to get as a result. You're going to get your business name on top. You're going to get that big, giant, flashy, calculated hourly rate so you can reference that quickly. And then as you go down, it's actually going to have every single category here. It's going to have the description of the category. So what you read, where I gave you instructions on what number goes here, and any notes that you may have made are going to show up right underneath it. We didn't make any notes in this video, so you don't see any, but all of those notes are going to show up too. So what you're going to be able to do is take this to your accountant, print it out, and actually go down the list and analyze every single one of your numbers. Or if you have a family member or just somebody that's a mentor for you that's really smart, it's just going to be convenient to be able to have this on file. Now, I do want to show you one other thing you can do with this, which is going to be, well, actually, first of all, I'm going to show you the next video is going to be a rate book. I'm not clicking into rate book right now because we're going to do rate book in the next video, but this is one way to get to the rate book. What I do want to show you, however, is once you download that PDF, you can come over here to the home screen and you can come over here to your business launch accelerator. This is the masterclass, and this is what you're going to use to actually build your entire business out. If you're starting from scratch and you don't know anything yet, this is the masterclass where it's going to literally guide you step by step by step through the entire process of planning and executing your handyman or other trade service or home service business. You're literally going to start with just lesson 1 right here, and you're going to do this lesson. You're going to read all the things. You're going to watch the video at the bottom. You're going to mark it as complete, and then you're going to go on to the next lesson, one lesson after another. And when you get to the end, you will have a bulletproof handyman business with clients, and you'll be making the money, and you'll be a self-employed business owner at that point. What I wanted to show you was you can come down here to the bottom of this masterclass, and you see this thing called My Personal Vault. Go ahead and enter my vault, or you can just click Upload Document. But we'll click Enter My Vault, create a 4-digit passcode. You're going to do it twice, confirm passcode, and then submit, and then unlock vault. And now you're inside your vault here. So inside your vault, of course, there's no documents because this is a brand new vault. We haven't done anything with this. I literally just created this account just to do this video. You've got a session timeout. This is just to make sure your vault stays secure. But what you're going to be able to do is upload a document into your vault. Click here to browse. It's going to take me into my downloads. Here's that PDF report that I just now printed out. Upload it in. You can give it a title if you want to. You can give it a description if you want to. And there you go, upload complete, and we've now got this stored in our vault. As you go through the masterclass and as you build your business in general, you can take all your important documents and bring them in here. All of your pricing guides, your business license, your insurance COI, you can store all of that here at bulletproofhandyman.com inside your secure vault that only you can access. I can't even access what's inside your secure vault. So now, one other thing I want to show you, as long as I have you all in here, we're done figuring out our hourly rate, by the way. That's all there is to that. You just fill out all those forms and you fill out all those sections and you're done. That's your hourly rate. I do want to show you the rest of this website because there's a lot for you here. As you go through the masterclass, for example, there's the Get Free Documents. This is the documents library. You can click up here to get into there as well. These are a lot of the tools that you're going to need from me while you're starting your handyman business. Back to home. The launch accelerator, that's to get into the masterclass. Upcoming events. These are all of the events that we have upcoming. For example, I literally have an AI in the trades webinar coming up, and I have a workflow webinar coming up on December 20th. For the workflow webinar, this is where I take you into my Jobber account and I show you step by step how I have customized my Jobber account to run my handyman business. This is my actual Jobber account. Well, it's the demo account, but it's my actual process set up identically to the one that runs my actual handyman business. And I'm going to take you step by step through my entire process from receiving the first job through scheduling, assigning it out, documenting all of the work done, writing the invoice for it, writing quotes and estimates, all of that. I'm going to show you how I've customized Jobber to run my business. By the way, I do think it's a good idea if you're going to come to this workflow webinar and you don't have Jobber yet, get yourself a 14-day free trial. There's a link in the description of this video and all of my videos for a free 14-day trial so that you can come into the webinar with Jobber already and you can kind of follow along with me and get a feel for everything. I've been using Jobber for literally 5 years now. I will tell you they have been absolutely foundational to the success of my business. You cannot run a successful long-term handyman business, especially with my model, doing lots and lots and lots of the smaller jobs and adding up those trip fees day after day, you can't do that without a good CRM. And yes, there are other good CRMs. I happen to love Jobber, so Jobber is what I use and Jobber is what I teach. But you can help out the channel and show Jobber that you're watching the channel and that you appreciate their sponsorship of me, which is what allows me to build websites and digital tools and things like that by going and getting your free trial. Now, coming down, here's all my YouTube videos. They're going to sit here and scroll through for you while you're on the site. Other digital tools, there is the Jobber AI Receptionist Trainer. That's not going to be part of this 3-part series. Stay connected. You can sign up for my newsletter, or you can click here to upload for a reaction if you want to upload a video. However, this link may be broken. This is a brand new website, so it may actually be broken right at the moment. Hopefully it isn't still broken by the time you get here and view this. And then the Flag and Fire newsroom. This is just going to be articles that y'all can read that are related to the handyman or other trades industry. This one happens to be about software engineers becoming handymen because of AI causing lots of layoffs in the software world. All right. You guys, I want to remind you, of course, go to bulletproofhandyman.com for anything and everything you need. Otherwise, I want to remind you, you can always email me personally at bulletproofhandymanbusiness@gmail.com. I do reply to literally every single email, usually same day, if not same day, within a few days. And every now and then, if I get way too busy, it might be a week or two. If it's urgent, put urgent in the subject line. And if it's been a while, just go ahead and shoot me another email or just reply to your own email and say, hey, just popping this back up to the top of the list. So with all that being said, I love you guys. I hope you're out there killing it. And I'll see y'all on the next one, which is going to be how to build out your rates inside the rate book.